is calling, the night's calling me. I don't wanna fight, and the city's drifting away. No, it's not right, but the night is calling, the night's calling me. I don't wanna fight, and the city's drifting away.
Three. Oh, we're on. Alright, we're loud as crap.
We're live and they're mad.
Dude, you're lucky.
Well, hey, I got the overlay right this time. So?
Where's the sex option?
They don't have that. It's
Oh, is this a Christian school?
Oh boy, here we go.
They'd be like, my Christian school just tell me it was bad and that was it. Your penis will rot off.
Listen, this is a way to start off a podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Caffeine and Octane Pre-Show podcast.
You don't like fake stories?
Oh, here you go.
We are now in the rearranged office.
It's sex ed for Muslims.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Jesus,
God!
Why do they have this in your textbook, Jordan?
Why?
Weird, dude.
Alright, we're back.
Oh, man.
No, it's just a scam. That's all it is.
Alright, we are back.
Get money?
Yeah.
We're back.
Just
We're
like
back.
something
These
else.
suckers pay you to
All right.
so hard.
So, welcome back to the Caffeine and Octane Pre-Show podcast. I am joined by my co-hosts, Michael and Hayden. I need to update that private streak thing now since your actual YouTube account doesn't go by that.
Is this 1080p?
Yes, it is 1080.
Come on.
1080,
60?
30.
God!
30.
I knew that
I
already.
think it may be 60. I don't know.
It's
Probably 30.
It's 30.
It's 30?
Yeah, it's 30.
Okay. But,
I can see each
pixel.
I can see the frame!
But,
Kind of like playing on the console again.
It's like the PS4.
not the Switch, the Switch is cool. Anyway, today's podcast episode is going to be our favorite engines and why. So, we're going to name 3 engines each, which why we like them. So, we'll let Michael start off since he hasn't been in a lot of videos recently.
Where you been?
Hey, where you been?
I've been working
Bad.
64 hours, dude. That
64.
check.
You've been doing 12 hours?
That check.
Oh.
Yeah, that check has been.
Oh, yeah?
On point?
What do you
was.
mean? Oh, yeah, I know what you meant. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Make
oh
on
my
fleek.
God.
That moony.
And then this week, too.
Nice.
I'm gonna have a tuner. I'm gonna have a tuner
Just like,
real soon.
Carlson?
Earlson. I have a tuner. Good guy.
Did you work today?
Yeah.
I hate working Saturdays.
Yeah, that's why it took him so long to get here.
They're just like,
Then we ended up working. Oh no, I don't have 63. I have like 67 hours this week. We
Oh.
stayed early today.
Oh.
Or stayed late.
Don't
I
you?
forgot about that.
Do they have a cap on you? Where you can work?
Well, I mean, I'm sure legal.
you get double time?
Legally. Huh?
You get double time?
Don't know.
Oh, no.
That's not bad.
Mm.
But yeah, since Michael hasn't been in a lot of videos recently.
Oh, you still start with me? I don't know what I want to say yet.
Okay, then hey.
It's okay, well, first
You
define.
tell- I don't know what I'm thinking about.
Okay, so favorite engine, not best. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead still.
So I'm gonna start off with
Okay.
the 464 valve. I bet you were expecting the Coyote, weren't you? But my reason why I like the 4-valve is it was pretty much ahead of its time for Ford at the time. All they were doing... pretty
Ahead
much.
of the time for Ford at the time?
Yeah, my logic isn't working. I've got
Time? Hang on, I'll tell you. Oh, nope.
Oh, too
It's
late.
broken.
But the 4-valve is one of my favorites because at the time Ford
Other
used
time?
Ford used the 2-valve 4.6 as the go-to motor for the Mustang. All right. The 2-valve, as we all know, never made good power the entire time it was around.
Never.
Because I mean, even with the updated heads, I think it was like 2002 they updated the heads on the 2-valve, and it did nothing. It did nothing for them.
You sure?
They made like a tiny bump in power, but it wasn't like much better. The 4-valve though, it took everything to a new level. It's especially in the Terminator. The Terminator was considered America's Supra because the freaking bottom end of the 4-valve was so bulletproof. But that's why I like the 4-valve. I think it was the motor that was ahead of its time for Ford in 2002, 2003, 2004.
2000 what?
2002.
2002.
But I guess we move on to Hayden for his first pick.
My tits are starting to sweat.
I have the vent
I can
closed in here.
feel it rolling up inside.
The
of
sad
my
part is I have the vent
creases.
closed in here.
My creases.
We're gonna need to get a bucket under me or something.
So, hey, what would your first pick for your favorite engine be?
That does feel good.
I'll just keep doing this for the rest of the day.
We get a real good arm workout.
Don't mind me, guys. You know, I'm just doing my
Dude,
usual.
I don't know.
I'm surprised I'm not hearing a very specific engine that you have.
But what if it's not?
LS1.
LS1, interesting. So-
LS, yeah. Why not LS6?
I mean,
All
that's just
of
like
The
a
LS
combo of them.
It's
If
all
you
the
want a
production
smorgasbord,
engines that were built by companies, not people put them together.
You don't know.
So LS6 is out a contention here.
But it's all of them. It's parts from pretty much
It is
all of
parts
them.
of all of them,
it's
but
the
it's
best parts of all of them.
but Chevy
Exactly.
did not sell it themselves.
You don't know. You didn't say manufactured engines.
I mean,
What's
yeah,
that?
I guess LS counts.
You
Any
didn't
LS
say that.
engine. I like all the LS engines. They're all
So
great.
just the LS.
LS line in general. You can give me any of them and I'll be just as happy.
They're all pretty good.
They sound good. Put a nice little cam and some heads on them. And it's start.
And they're easy to tune. Everybody
yeah.
tunes them. Everybody swaps
I
them.
mean, it's like ancient technology. Everybody knows what to do with them. It's perfect. It sounds. I'm me.
Isn't it push rod too?
That's push rod, yeah. You know, push rod V8.
I'm expecting to hear another pushrod motor from you. Are you
I
going to
don't think
surprise me
so.
here? Are you going to surprise me here?
Probably not surprise you, but it'd be interesting.
What do you got?
Pentastar.
Oh!
I thought that was for sure one.
You compared the Supra to the Pentastar.
Huh?
You compared the Supra to the Pentastar.
When?
Well, one of the chill streams we did, we were talking about the Supra. You're like, well, the Pentastar makes just as much power.
Oh yeah. Same thing. And I want to say, like the. Huh?
Damn.
No, I want to say like maybe the 3.5 twin turbo.
Is that the
The
SHM?
EcoBoost?
That's interesting.
Because I mean it's simple. Do pistons, crank, and connecting rods, and a tune gets you like 600 horsepower.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
A tune get you
All
100.
the-
Like an extra
well,
100. That's stupid. This makes
So
me love to make power.
that's mine because that's a lot of power. You get all-wheel drive in the SHO,
And the Export Sport was level too.
but yeah, that's
So you wouldn't go
good
for the 3.0?
technology on it.
You wouldn't go for the new 3.0T?
Does it make more power?
It makes 400 and
I
makes
don't,
460.
know, I don't know if it's. I mean, I don't.
It
It's
doesn't.
not my favorite motor. I don't
Yeah,
know anything about
It doesn't have the same what was it, blow by issues the 3.5 had. That's like the one thing that killed the 3.5 was it had blow by issues. The 3.0 doesn't have that.
Well, that's because people didn't put catch cans on
Yeah, that'll kill them. So 3.5 owners, put catch cans on your dang cars.
it. Anybody
I
really?
didn't know it was an issue.
Yeah, the 3.5 EcoBoost.
Well, all engines have blow by.
Oh, I know, but like it seems
The
like it's a
three-
little bit excessive with the
Yeah.
3.5.
There's a
Little
little bit.
such
of
high compression with the turbo.
Yeah.
on it,
I would've-
Which you need to do a catch can if you can. If you do boost,
Yeah, his car.
I'm
His,
not doing
you know,
boost.
do boost.
Not on that engine.
but
Same for you. I mean, anybody who boosts a car, you can put a catch can on it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna add blow by.
yeah, once my crap gets back to that shop, I probably will get one. They're cheap now, the universal ones. Because I can't find any
It's gonna
specific.
go where your little breather thing is. That little thing.
Yeah.
The mounted remote.
Someone hose clamped it recently. It wasn't hose clamp before, but now it's got a hose clamp on it.
You're welcome.
Oh, you did that? But I guess are you got anything else you want to add with 3.5?
No, I just got good technology, easy
He likes it.
performance. Yeah.
So shocker here, 2JZ. That's mine.
You already did yours.
Oh my god.
No, we're doing 3 picks each.
3. Oh Jesus!
I said that a minute ago.
When did you say that?
That went right over my head.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, we're paying attention. So 2JZ would be my second pick, and the reason that is self-explanatory. Strongest bottom end in the industry, 1,000 horsepower and stop block. The 2JZ just loves to make power, and it's used in so many different cars.
What?
Are y'all making fun of me for being a super fanboy?
No, you'll see it. Watch the thing.
I was watching that.
No, watch.
But, so...
Oh.
What?
Oh, we're close. Jinkies.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
I saw that. I saw y'all doing that.
It's awesome.
Anyway.
So the 2JZ, it's again the strongest bottom end in the industry. I've hardly seen any cars besides like the Terminator make 1,000 horsepower in a stop block, minus the Coyote, obviously, which would be another one I would add. But I prefer the 4-valve. Oh. You got wide neck, tall neck, and no neck.
What?
You have. All right. Anyway, and plus the 2J just loves to make
Would
power.
you like to join?
Oh man.
You can
I
make.
don't want to join the religion, bro.
We can make so
No,
much
it's not
power
good.
off of the 2J and its power plant. Single turbos on a 2JZ, that's easy 800. But 2JZ because it's legendary and it's one of the best engines ever made, in my opinion. What do you got? Your second engine.
I wasn't ready for that.
You have time to think.
He doesn't.
I don't. F20.
There you go. Why do you like the F20?
9K, baby.
It's fair. It's fair.
God.
It's like a motorcycle with 4 wheels. What more do you need? Except supercharger.
Imagine like with a Roots style blower like a TBS.
Dude,
Oh,
that'd be
I
weird
would be
sounding.
whacking the mess out of that junk.
Dude,
What junk? This junk.
Oh, yeah.
imagine that.
That sound.
Imagine spinning a Roots blower $9 grand though.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
geez.
think it would like that.
Pull
was
the
something-
shoot straight off.
It would sound like a dog whistle.
You got supercharger parts flying
It
everywhere.
would sound like a dog whistle.
Yeah, only dolphins could hear it.
You hear?
Oh, jeez.
So you got anything else you want to add on the F20?
I own one, and it's the best, so you should believe me.
Fair.
You don't know.
Michael? Second pick.
An AP5? No, I don't know.
Think of any sort of various engines you like.
I mean, I like mine.
The
But,
6.4?
Huh?
6.4?
Whoa, you like that 392, bro?
oh my goodness.
You like all that torque?
Would you put the 6.2 ahead of it? The supercharged 6.2 ahead of it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
For the sound.
Why wouldn't
I don't know. I don't know if you like the 6.4 more.
I? It's mine, but
It's got a 0.2 extra liters, bro.
But
yep.
what would be your solid pick?
Well, I guess 2 and 3 would be 6.2 and 6.4. All right, I'm done. I'm cut off.
Oh, there you go, I guess. But why do you like those two motors in particular? Well, 6.4 is obvious. You own one. And you likes it. Because it's famous. The 485 life.
The what?
The 485 life.
The 707 life.
Oh,
Such a big jump.
it was a huge jump. When you got a scat pack and it's like this, it's just like the charts are just. It's so high up.
It's double. It's actually a little bit less than double. But yeah. I don't know. Just because. Why not, I guess?
Torque, maybe?
Sure.
Sure, we'll go with that. Torque.
Sound.
Yeah, that do sound good. I think, honestly, like I said before, out
6.2.
of all the Hemis, I think the 5.7 sounds the best.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds the best. It is the slowest by miles.
It's got a nice little deep.
the
Versus mine is like kind of like a more like
it's like a really high pitched.
clappy sound. You know?
Like the 5.7 and the LT motor to the Vet sound so similar to me. It's not exactly the same, but they sound very similar.
Of course, I haven't really heard mine outside of it. I just hear what's on the
Is
inside.
that challenge? Is that an offer?
No. You just back up with that. You know, you're talking all that trash.
So I think my final pick, this one probably won't be a shocker to anyone, the 5.2 Voodoo. Because flat plane crank, 8250. All the shifts. A good transmission was paired with it because you couldn't get an auto with it. That's all now.
Dual clutch?
You get the dual clutch with the new one, but the Voodoo isn't crossplane. The new motor is, which is 500. They took the flat plane out. They put a normal crossplane back in.
I don't know anything about cranks.
The flat plane is what makes it rev to 82.
But I don't know why. Like, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe compression? I don't know if cranks have anything to do with compression.
Yeah,
They do. But,
I don't know if it's probably lighter. It's probably lightweight. It's probably a
Maybe.
difference. I don't know. I don't know anything about air. I just don't know.
but yeah.
Oh, crikey!
So funny.
But that would be my go-to. It's a lot better than the 5.0. I think it's if we're talking 18s, it's a lot more reliable than an 18. But 15 to 17s, it's got its own little bugs and issues. 15
Have
is
you guys seen the headers on the 3.6 Pentastar?
oh, they stupid.
No,
Have you seen headers on them, Jones?
I've seen headers of mine.
I've seen headers
Like
on
that,
Oh,
my
like that big around.
I'll have to show you guys a picture of them.
They're like toothpicks.
Dude, they're the most jank things I've ever seen in my life.
They're bad.
It's stupid. Go ahead.
But yeah, when we're talking 18 Mustangs, yeah, the Voodoo's actually more reliable, which is weird to think about. The Voodoo was so well known for having a couple little bugs when it first came out. But 15 to 17, so it's a lot better reliability wise. But anyway, yeah, the Voodoo would be my final choice. What would be your final choice, Aiden?
Jenny 3.8.
There you go. That's a fair one.
Yep.
Why do you like the Jenny 3.8?
Look at
Are those short tubes? What the heck are those?
Those are the headers for a 3.6.
What is that?
Those are down pipes.
No, it's not.
This is hooker's headers down pipes.
Oh, lame. No, dude, I'm telling you. That's not. No, that's. Yeah, but it's the header, I'm telling you. The header's like built into the block. That's what comes out of the head.
Oh, it's an internal. It's an internal
Oh, that's a
header.
Camaro.
It's an internal header kind of design.
Dude, it's retarded.
The new Supra does that. Has an internal header design. But
I don't understand.
but why would the 3.8 take your final pick?
What?
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 Why would the 3.8 be your final pick?
Sound alone.
Sound alone.
It's the best sounding V6.
I can agree with that. I think out of all the,
I think this is it.
I
No,
think
Nothing compares. 3.7 Mustang, obviously not.
I like the sound of the 3.7.
VQ's
but
obviously not.
yeah, I think
What else is there? The Pentastar, obviously not. Whatever
Oh,
Chevy
there it
V6
is. Yeah,
no.
see? Look at it.
oh,
comes out
What
into
the
one piece.
hell, dude?
Straight into the cat.
that's right. They're internal header. Oh,
Look at all that, though.
interesting.
Look how
That
it
looks-
spirals
looks
around.
really
and
dumb.
trash.
God, that's so gross, isn't it?
It's the
But-
most jank thing I've ever
I
seen.
think when it comes to V6s, the Genesis takes the top, and then a 3.7 I think would be take my second place.
If only we could have heard what the Taurus
Wait, what'd you
3.5
say?
sounded like.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think Jenny 3.8 would be my top favorite V6 sound, and then it'd be a battle between the 370 and the 3.7 with the right
370.
exhaust. With the right
The
exhaust.
3.7 versus 370Z.
When it comes to sound, I like the sound of the 370. 370 sounds magnificent unless you
Oh.
put a like really loud $1,000 exhaust on it.
I don't know. The GTR V6 sounds better.
The what?
The GTR.
I can't get the GTR just sounds basic to me.
I don't know. It's got the spoolage and.
It's got the spool and it shoots flames and all
Doesn't have
that.
the rasp.
Yeah, it's cast directly into the head. Dude, I had no idea.
That's so gross. Isn't that?
It's the jankest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But like I just can't get with like straight pipe VQs. That's like what keeps me from like putting a 370Z
Well, you
ahead.
shouldn't straight pipe one because they get like hella raspy.
They do
need some
get
sort of like
incredibly raspy.
resonator or stock
Muffler
exhaust.
or anything.
Dude, it's so gross. Look at that. That's. Oh,
Is that the-
Jeez,
Is that the
dude.
inside of a Pentastar?
that's where the head. That's the exhaust. That's the exhaust manifold built into the head. That's where all the
Looking-
exhaust comes out.
Interesting.
Dude, that's gotta be the most jank restriction I've ever seen in my life that you can't even do anything about.
Nope.
Yeah, the new Supra is the same way as an internal header.
Yeah, go
Oh!
change around.
What do you like? What is it? The internal turbo or something like that?
No, it's an internal header. The
No,
header,
the-
it
there's a
jumps out of the
turbo.
turbo. It's an internal wastegate you're thinking of.
Wait, doesn't that help with like spooling time?
Oh,
like turbo lag?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like ball bearing. Ball bearing turbo spool a lot faster.
It's like instantaneous.
But
You get like a big turbo spool actually decently fast.
yeah.
Doesn't take until $6,000.
Yeah, imagine that having the new Supra. And they have those things rev limiter at 7. So you're like you're
That's
punching
it?
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're on it, 6th grade, and you're at red line immediately. That would suck so bad if that
What
was
was the old Super Red Line at?
68.
60. That's even later. God, lame.
Yeah, maybe it's 64. It was
Aw,
64 or 68.
Everything seems short compared to mine.
Nintendo 64.
I have one of those.
But let's see. What was I thinking about? We should go on to like. No, you do a video almost every day about that.
But what?
Parts for future parts.
I do a lot of it.
'Cause I was looking at some the other night.
What were you looking at?
I was looking at upper intake manifold, lower intake manifold, same thing. Intake system.
the plan.
Throttle body. It's America, so I'm gonna say intake manifold. Throttle body, bigger throttle body, from like a. Did you say in one of your videos? You said something.
He says a lot of things in the video.
Yeah, he does.
I say a lot of something in my video.
No, you said
He tends to ramble.
I do tend to ramble.
no, and you said
It's really bad. Oh boy, what are we doing? Are you going on an adventure now?
Interesting.
All right then. I don't know
Anyway.
what just happened.
Yeah.
But
we'll talk later.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I was looking at that stuff.
Yeah.
Those are only 3 things? Oh.
For mine, I
For
had
now, anyway.
I had a crap ton of stuff. I had like a Word
Yeah,
document of stuff I wanted to do. You know, obviously depending on the circumstances now.
Jordan's got a plan for his truck like 8 miles long.
Pretty much.
His mod list is just redonkulous. It's like I never think that far ahead because I don't never have that much money.
I was like the plan so I can know how much to save.
Probably Cam too.
Huh?
I didn't look at cams on that song. Anyway,
I thought you couldn't really do cams on your car. I
you
thought
can
they
do
were too
cams,
cheap.
but they don't do.
They don't chop.
Yeah.
But does it add
I
any
thought
sort
I
of
thought they were like
performance?
really finicky
Not really.
with the motor. Like some
The
cams.
6.4 is like very awkward.
They don't
when it
add,
comes to
like-
stuff.
Was that the 5.7? The
More
5.7
time.
doesn't get a whole lot from the cam.
5.7 gets a lot. Because the 5.7 is basically just a
Compared to the
headless,
last, not really.
camless 6.4.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of compared to the last, not really.
What do you mean?
For like cam gains.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure.
Uh-oh, here comes the argument.
What?
Best push rod motor.
Oh, I don't know anything about cam gains, really.
That's fair.
I mean, I know it's small. It's minimal.
I just know the 5.7 gets about 80 from the cam.
Really?
Yeah.
More
The
than
LS
that.
gets like a 100, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It gets a full 100 if you get heads and cams on that sucker.
The 6.4 only gets like 20.
Jeez.
I'm curious what the Coyote gets. I've heard the Coyote doesn't get a lot either. Because it's got that VCT. I've heard it's just like, they don't even chop. That's what sucks. You pay like $2,000 for cams and they don't do anything to
I've heard
chop.
with those cams, they sound stupid.
I don't have a problem with ghost cams personally.
I do. It's a purposeful misfire.
It sounds like your spark plug.
I was about to
Dude,
say, just
I
unplug
have
her
2
two
per
cents, they're gonna be
cylinder. I
fine.
can just unplug one.
Oh, I forgot Hemis are weird. Why do they do that?
Get all the spark in the whole.
You have all the spark
dome.
you never need.
Yeah, the dome. It's the hemispherical head probs. That's so weird. I've never understood why Dodge had to do that.
Mr.
That's
B
so-
explained it.
Did he? He never did in my class.
He did with mine.
Interesting.
Because there's so much area within the head.
It needs the
to
extra
be in
space.
Heavy. One spark plug right here. There's all this other area. There's 2.
It actually does everything right.
It fills that space.
I guess so.
But
I don't know. Some plug one, see what happens.
Alright.
it'll start acting like my truck was yesterday.
Oh,
That was so bad, dude. I wish you'd seen it. It was embarrassing
was
too.
it yesterday?
Yeah.
God. Time's going by slow.
I know.
Which
It
is fine. I'd rather not die as soon.
But
Because, you know.
well, here we go. But
Anyway.
yeah, pretty much that. I wish you'd seen when I first broke down. I turned it on 120. It was about maybe about half throttle, and it was like, and then it died. I was like, it just shut off. And as I was coasting up the hill on 120, I was like, oh crap. You remember that night we came home from Kennesaw and we took that turn, that right turn in front of the police station?
Mhm.
That's exactly where it was. That turn. I turned on the road, about 50% throttle. My mom was just ahead of me, and then all of a sudden it cut off. Hazards were on, and she just left me. I had to text her like, problem.
She probably thought you were about to go roll around.
Huh?
On the side of the
Oh.
road. You need some window tint before you do that, Jordan. Probably somewhere near a playground.
I didn't even know it shut off because
all the time.
Oh, man.
I was blasting my music, just cruising, and then all of a sudden my power steering was like really heavy.
Kind of like how the Jeep died.
Yeah, and it was exactly like it.
Gas.
Oh, no, that's right. I was going to say, I thought you were talking about the cam sensors, like, that's something we could look at. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that dog did die right on the spot with no warning at all.
Yeah, when the cam sensor went out.
You better watch it though. Those mechanics are gonna. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's
This
wrong,
guy
that's
won't do
wrong.
that. We trust this guy. He's a family friend.
I wouldn't trust any of them.
The guy at the transmission shop kind of sketched me out after that whole deal.
Cause even if it's the same deal, they're still gonna charge you like $1,000 when mine was $37. But I mean, you don't know if that's your problem or not. But I'm just saying, like taking it somewhere is gonna be like stupid.
Yeah, we're hoping it's something small. Like, for theoretically, I'd let them just tell me what's
Yeah,
wrong,
I
and
didn't
I'll come
even
up there
think
and
about
fix it.
that because it just died. It just died out of nowhere. I mean,
Except that, you know, the truck.
exactly what.
except-
Weren't you in the Jeep? when
Yeah,
it
I was in it
happened?
when it happened. Remember we were giving
'Cause
that
the
guy
guy
a
was
ride.
like,
The guy was like interested in buying it. He took around the turn. He took a turn to the stop sign, and the Jeep was done.
dude, that was super sketch.
And that was I felt bad because it was like that was probably really embarrassing. You're like, yeah, man, you want to buy this car?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell this thing. You want to buy it? Yeah.
Bleh.
No, dude, I'm good.
What really sucked is like when who was it you called? Was it Randall or Nick you called up there? Randall. And we pushed it back in this driveway, and since this driveway is at a weird incline, it like put this baby dent right on the corner of the door handle from where we were having
I
to
guess
push
you
the
guys
driveway.
rolled by the tires, but that didn't happen.
You know.
My dubs.
Yeah,
I should have kept those for the charger.
Yeah,
Oh, those
they
things
look
were
fantastic.
terrible in the car.
Especially if you kept that peeling plastic dip on them. Man,
No, that was the Taurus. The Jeep's rims did really good for the longest time. No,
The Taurus's body, the Jeep's body panels were the ones that were peeled.
yeah, that was god.
That's why I never plasticked it.
But the
on.
Taurus's rims started going bad sometime, and I just tore it off. And
You're just like, oh, whatever, go away.
I wish I could have sold it.
How horrible. How many coats you put on it? On your
Oh, dude, it's so thin.
Oh,
It
it didn't
was
feel
so
off good
thin.
at all. You were there scratching at it for hours.
I think I used one whole can for the whole car.
Oh no.
Oh.
They're supposed to do a can per wheel.
I know.
I did it on the half the Jenny wheel. I put like 1 can per like the 2 wheels. And that, oh my god. It had white until the day I crashed it. On the rims.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That car had the worst curb rash wheels I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were rough. That previous owner sucked.
It was a woman.
Oh, makes sense.
Is this where your stereotype comes from?
I mean, they keep feeding into it. I don't know what to say.
But
I saw one hit him, went over a curb the other day.
Nice.
I wish you'd seen this idiot last night. That when we were on the way back from the mechanic shop, it was a newer Explorer, and we don't know what was going on. If they were drunk or they're on their phone or whatever. All of a sudden, they're in front of us. They brake check us and they slide over and they're like rolling towards and they're curbing the wheel on the curb on the side of Bookery, just all the way up the side of it. I was like, oh, and then he gets back over. And then the one of the turn lanes opened up, and he gets in the middle of the 2 lanes. So my dad was like, "All right, we're not doing this." So he just around him, and then the next red
How long
light.
did that take?
What? Oh wow.
0-60 in the afternoon.
No.
We're talking about the truck here.
Dude.
that's 0 to 60 in the afternoon. Literally, because we're talking about how the Mustang. You were just like, it's
Yeah.
slow. But
Well, I knew that.
what was
Six
that?
Mustang.
God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I forgot. Anyway, but we were just like, oh yeah, we got the light. This chick was like, here's the Mustang, and here's
Oh, I
this
remember
chick.
what I was
But this chick was like right here. So they just sat there behind us, and we never saw them again after that. We took off from the light. We were like, bye.
No, the one thing I hate the most is going through a drive-through and seeing the person in front of you, more than likely a chick,
Oh, here we go.
driving, taking the turn, and you see that back tire just inching towards it, and it hits. I'm like,
It hurts. Your soul starts hurting.
I've seen it twice. You know the Zaxby's near like our houses above Kroger. I've seen so many people like turn out of that and hit the curb and like hop over. It's like
Oh, what
No,
killed
dude.
me?
The F-250 extended
the long bed.
cab, extended bed
Oh man.
is what I was driving. I drive to lunch every day.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it a pain to park?
dude, I hate it. I cannot stand it, and it drives like all weird. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trucks have very
Truck
big
steering is
steering.
not
No.
the best.
like I felt like I was turning a little yacht, just like It's
You
like
feel like you should be
this.
one of those pirate ship like boats with like
We need
all
to
the,
get
like
you.
the pieces hanging off. You like start
Dude,
cranking
it's
on
so
it.
stupid.
We need to get you a pirate's cap whenever you're driving that thing.
Dude, the
You're just like, hold on.
The Ranger steering wheel rotates so
I
many
hate-
times to get it to turn. It's like, all right.
And it
now.
Well, the
still
Honda,
doesn't
the
turn
Ranger?
anywhere. It's still like kind of going.
The Honda
straight.
goes around once, and it's full on.
So it's like this.
Shorter than that.
Shorter than that.
It's
Lock.
like this right here. That, oh,
It locked. I can literally make a right turn and turn about that much in the Honda, and it makes the right turn.
There's my car turned that short.
Tiny car problems.
I wish I had a tiny car.
short wheelbase. They just need to take every car and just tuck the wheels in just a little bit. Just have
Oh.
nasty overhangs on the front and back.
Oh. They need like a mile and a half wide wheel spacers over that.
Have you seen that video on YouTube where they're
I saw the thumbnail. They stack the wheel spacers out.
how many wheel spacers can you put on a car?
I haven't
Oh,
watched it
yeah.
I
yet.
wish I would have watched it.
That video was awesome.
Was it good?
Oh god, it's funny.
I'll watch it after
Did
this.
it
on my
break?
phone.
They did one where they put like KY jelly in the oil. And they put it on.
I use that jug all the time. I'm about to use it here in a second.
Oh boy.
I got like a 5-gallon like, jar of it. It's like that big. Just dip my
Are you
hand in
sure
it.
that's not the other stuff?
No, that's beside my bed. I saved that up to wax my car.
Does your car just sound like it's screaming sometimes?
A
Oh,
little bit.
oh my god. Feel like
Hey, dude, let me tint these because I don't have my tint.
I want to tint those.
Why not?
They're broken. Those ain't even gonna.
Jokes would look brand spanking new if I put
That's
it.
got a friggin' chipped corner.
That's fine. I can putty that up.
They're not going back on the
You want
truck.
me to Bondo them?
I'd rather you tint. I'd rather you tint the ones that are in one piece and not cracked.
I ain't got to buy more tint. I have enough to do one of yours.
One of my taillights.
No, one of
Babies?
you guys'. One of you people's cars. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's hanging on the socket for the reverse light. Smells like ancient, doesn't it? Don't do it. It's dirt from like 13, 15 years. Or
What's wrong with
whatever.
that?
Oh.
God!
Oh, that was just dropped. Oh well.
Scratch
The whole
wall.
thing?
The hell.
Oh well.
No, I'm not hating. No, I'm not.
I'll figure it out later.
I should not have taken this off.
You really should have.
You
Let me
messed
see
up.
how this one
No.
Takes it off.
This is not going well at all.
Go ahead, continue. I'm just over here.
Oh, I don't know what that is. You just broke it. But
Better go
It's
back
all
on the truck
crusty.
now.
It's like my. What?
I knew what you were gonna say.
What was I gonna say? Dude, this joke's like
These
literally
damn
ripped.
socks.
Oh! Oh, you marked on me.
I'll mark on you again.
Oh no. But yeah, that was fun yesterday. But yesterday was fun. If you haven't seen the video, go check it
What was
out. The truck breaking, spending 7 hours trying to get the thing
But
home.
he's never straight.
It's never been straight. Just did it.
Straight
Neither
now.
have I.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. But pretty much the story was we turned on the 120.
We're locked in here.
Holy crap! We feel the cold air rushing in.
Oh. Oh my god. It feels
But
so
pretty much
good.
it was so funny. Is it drove fine all the way from the transmission shop to when we turned on the 120. Oh. But it drove fine until then, and then literally the moment it gets 50% throttle, just died. I think what was more embarrassing the fact that it died in front of Hardy, and then I tried to cut that turn and I slowed down too much, and so I was like, come on, start, and then it started down, and punched it out of there. I was lucky to get in that turn lane, but then we got into this turn lane right in front of the Hardy resales dealership, and then it died again, and then me and my dad swapped cars. He was like, I got this, we'll make it to the shop. Starts it.
He made it 40 feet.
Yeah, literally, he got back on the road. We got about a couple more feet, and then the stop sign you can turn on up there. We didn't make it to there, but it stalled again, never moved. So I had to wave people on and turn the hazards on the Mustang. People thought we wrecked. People thought I hit him in the Mustang, and thankfully
You
it was
did?
no.
Okay.
There was a there was a cop right behind us.
What?
There was a cop right behind us at the time. So he comes out. He comes walking up to me.
Surprised he didn't shoot you.
It
Oh, gotcha.
But anyway, he came up. They came up to the window, And we're like, oh, what's going on over here? It's like, well, that's my truck. It just won't start. But we pushed it up. We pushed it up this dude's driveway. It was a very steep driveway. There's 3 of us. There was me and the 2 cops, and my dad was in the steering it. And that we didn't make it very far.
He's resisting.
Oh God. The bumper was pretty much
Stop
happening.
resisting.
The bumper.
Don't move. Get on your knees. Don't move. How did I get on my knees if I can't
He's
move?
resisting. That means it's okay for me to shoot him.
But anyway, the bumper was halfway.
It's
up the
actually
street.
really funny when they say "don't move" and then they say "get out of the car, don't move." It's
Get out of the car, don't move. Oxymoron.
Paradox.
He's moving.
Oh no!
But anyway, as I was saying, we then what's so funny is that the tow truck passed us right as we first stalled out, so we had to call him back over there, and then it came over the shop where it's been sitting ever since.
Nice. Moe's?
Where Moe's used to be, their old building where the Torch was.
Where
down
did they move to?
there. It's literally right next door.
Oh, okay.
They got this ginormous new shop, and it makes the old shop look tiny.
Are they putting the
Hey,
dye back in it?
Randall said that he ordered parts for his SS and he's building it this weekend. Next
Hey.
weekend.
Like building the building?
Building.
Still never review
Like
it.
what?
Building.
Like what?
Review it.
He is waiting
What's
on the
in those?
cam.
What's in
What's
that?
LS2?
That was 2, I think.
Ooh.
Maybe a 3.
No, it's 2.
It's not automatic, isn't it?
They only came auto.
Speed.
It's like 4. I think they're 460
What do you
cars
think
too.
will win? 600 horsepower, all-wheel drive,
Let's see. What are we looking at for power?
SUV, or a 485 horsepower,
LS2.
8-speed,
It's got the
dual
LS2.
clutch-ish
What's the transmission it's got?
Charger.
Are we
I'm
talking
more
about
curious
big
the
or roll?
trans. So it could have. Okay, so it had the 4L70E.
It's gonna be a dig race.
A dig race will get you off
But
the line,
how
but
far?
It'll get you up the line, but it might get you.
I
You
know
might
that,
catch
but
it
how
on high
far?
end.
I don't know if he'd be able to catch it in the high end because he's going to be pushing more horsepower, and they Charger doesn't really have that much
Yeah,
weight.
it's
I
all
don't think.
drive though, so it's like
I don't think you're gonna have much weight on him. That's kind of the thing with the car. I know you'll be shifting fast, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough to pull away from like almost 100 extra horsepower.
I think it'd be fun, and we're gonna find.
I think it'll be close.
We're
I think it'll be a
gonna
good
find out.
race.
Just we'll have to wait and find out.
But a
Are
roll,
we gonna see a video on that in your
I
channel?
think you would be in your power band like that, and he would not be. Do that 4-speed.
Yeah, if I can, I mean, I can use paddle shifters, be in the gear that's ready. I don't have to wait for a downshift. I just instant power right into it.
Yeah, he'll wait for a downshift.
What's the sucks about this old school automatic, guys? We don't have.
I mean,
the
even
luxury.
if I didn't have to wait for a downshift, it'd be instantaneous. But it's still like it's already there. It's that extra second or whatever. So
I found a dude today with a built B18 Civic
What's a B20?
B20, and he was like hot on our tail the whole time. It was like, I
I
was
was
like, what
talking
is
about
done
that
to this
earlier. My mom sent me a text message saying something earlier, saying a rice burner or something. She said one of those nasty rice burner cars flew by, and my niece said something interesting. Had nothing to do with cars at all, but she said I will laugh. So I was like, okay. But I asked her if it was red because that's what color he said it was, and she said she didn't know. So I was like, okay, well, that's cute.
Would have been him's car.
It's probably me.
Because the Civic wasn't very loud. It
No.
it was surprisingly quiet for eBay with headers and all that. Or header.
It sounded like little popcorns going off there when he diesels. Like,
Do you have a header?
Nope.
Did you buy a header?
I don't have that.
What are you talking about? eBay headers.
You know what eBay catback? Oh yeah, no, he didn't have eBay headers. He had eBay
You
catback.
said header.
I meant to say catback, but he had
He had the fart can like I did.
The cart fan?
Yeah.
what header did he say? Yeah, he had, it was a name brand.
I don't know what header you said.
Dollar General? What's the name brand?
Yeah, I think it was Walmart. Super Target.
You could buy cardboards in Walmart. It's so
Dude,
weird.
I would love to have nothing but little Walmart emblems riveted into
Oh, on your
my
exhaust.
headers and
Be hilarious.
my intake manifold throttle body, my
You
quarter
need to
intake.
get into laser engraving then. We need to do it.
My God.
We need to do it.
That'd be so good.
Put Walmart branded stuff on your
Save
headers.
more, live better.
Huh?
Have their slogan on it.
Would it say more what?
Save more, live better.
But so I guess we'll close off the video tonight. We're not. Unless you want to go into more into depth of what we're doing with the Honda, we're gonna start out. We're just gonna close off with what's coming very soon for the cars. We're gonna start off I don't know if you want to go too into that since we're doing a whole video series on it.
I guess we'll see. They'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Like I said, exhaust, I guess, is not a legit one.
So you're stuck between two setups. We won't talk about the setups, but
Yeah.
you're stuck between two setups you want to do. What about you, Logan?
I already said mine.
Well, but what's like actually happening like very soon? Within the
What's
next 2
actually
weeks.
happening? I'm getting a strap on.
I thought you ordered that a long time ago.
I did. It's custom.
It's taken this long.
You're talking about the last camping thing.
Yeah.
It's been 4
Oh,
weeks.
man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's gonna look good. Did I tell you guys the colors of it and everything?
Did you say it was red and yellow, right?
It's body colored matched, and then with the yellow underplate, and then it's over top of it. It has engraved into the body color. It says Kindlestone, and underneath it's a little yellow plate, so it would come through yellow.
That's kind of cool. That's real nice.
Big Gucci.
Whenever they make strut bars in my truck, I don't know because
They had to pop your head. Caffeine Octane.
yeah, you will. But
No one can steal my engine.
yeah, they can't.
Come back and somebody's like hoisting your engine out of it.
Like, what the heck?
are you doing?
No.
But for me,
Oh, this is my Civic.
that'd be weird. But for me, I can't really say right now because my truck's kind of broken. Hopefully, it will be
It
back.
depends on how much your fix is going to cost.
I'm hoping by the end of the year I pay off my credit cards, and then I just toss something else back on them.
Oh. What are you gonna go root if you do it? Are you gonna go roots or pro? You're gonna go roots or centrifugal? Roots.
Please go Roots.
Just so I'll get a VMP on it.
I'm gonna get the loudest freaking.
Whipple. That'd be your loudest option.
Dude, I want that junk to freaking scream. I don't want to hear anything else but that. Screw the
All wine?
exhaust. Huh?
All wine.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
gonna,
Yeah,
dude,
if
I would pop the biggest chub in the world.
My favorite thing about supercharged, you hear them like come, it makes all this noise from the
Yeah,
front.
coming is
and-
not the only thing coming when I hear that.
Exactly. See, like, it goes, it's coming at you, you hear nothing but wine, and then it goes by and you hear the exhaust. It's like, oh man, it's like an ice cream sandwich. It's
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's black on the outside, white on the inside.
Oh my
Best
gosh.
thing in the world.
Oh boy, here we go.
What?
Anyway,
I don't want a black.
they make a
Cookies
they
and
make a
cream.
they make a Whipple kit actually for the Cobra that is usable with my manifold swap I can do, so I can have a Whipple sport track. But do I want to? It's a lot more expensive than just a standard Eaton M112. I get double the boost though.
That would be the best sound in the world.
Just imagine that coming out of my truck. It'd be weird.
Imagine all of us. You get one too. And just all of us.
Bruce blowing on it.
Put a Whipple on a Honda.
The blower would be bigger than your engine.
It has more displacement.
It'll be your new motor.
Yeah, well,
The Whipple 2.3. That's the smallest Whipple that makes a 2.3 for the Fords.
Oh.
it's 0.3 liters bigger.
That is supercharger's bigger than your engine. But effectively, it would be like a 6.3 liter. Yeah, 6.3 liter V6
Jesus.
with all the total displacement coming in from air. So it'd be a 6.3 liter V6.
Add one more and you will have my motor.
I need a 2.4 liter Whipple. But I could do that, or I could do the Eaton M112, which would cost me exactly the same as the mod box with everything I need. So it'd be directly swap in. But the mod box is $2,000 outside without the blower. So that's being more money than that.
Power is money.
So I can get the M90, which would be crap, and I'd max it out in a hot second. Or I can get the M112, which wouldn't be maxed out, but it comes with 7 pounds of boost from the factory. But anyway, as for right now, we just gotta get it running. That'd be nice. That was my original plan. That was actually my original plan. I was going to supercharge it with the leftover money I had, as long as it was like a solenoid or a pump. But apparently, and since you're here now, so I told you they needed rebuilt, right? And I was like, oh, what's the cause of it? My transmission when they rebuilt it. So I found out why. The clutches were first and second. There was nothing left.
Do what?
It burnt its first and second clutches out completely.
Nice.
So that's why I was losing gears.
So is it the shift pressures then?
I turned them off. I reset them to 0. After it came back, yeah. Yesterday when it broke down, I reset it to 0. Because I had it at 25%, then I put it at negative 25 when it left for the shop. And then
How did that feel?
it was super smooth. I didn't even notice. I was like, oh, did we change gear? I had to look down to watch the tachometer fall back down. Oh, that was glitching out because my tack does that. You see me do it before, right? You see me tap my gauge cluster because my tack's all buggy. But yeah, it was super smooth. But I set it back to 0 and it felt fine. I actually like how 0 felt. It's 25. Because if it is shift pressures, I want to avoid it now because I don't want to burn first and second again. But they said there was nothing. And I was like, well, that makes sense why I lost first and second gear. But I was like, reverse though. I like
What's the DX1?
DX1.
Yeah.
Or D1X. That's a Pro
Yeah.
Charger.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Yeah, is it any good?
It's one of their bigger Pro Chargers.
Lame.
The X series. F1X is pretty big. The F1R is the biggest. That's what it's just a
1,000 cc fuel injectors. That's
old.
is that?
That's
All
1
of
liter.
them?
That's 1 liter per injector.
Oh my god, that's bigger than some. That's a Jesus.
That's 8 liters with the fuel injection.
I guess I'd kind of need that for increased. Increased. Yeah.
You could get it's just a 6's Pro Charger, the F1R.
Jesus.
You can put a Dr. Pepper can in
Aluminum
it.
drive shaft, 4-inch. Jesus.
But anyway, guys, I think we're about to wrap it up for the night. I guess we'll one thing I wanted to announce here is a lot of you guys are going to be seeing this after the fact. We've done this stream. But we're going to be doing a small fan meetup tomorrow. Pretty much, we're not staying in one place and waiting for people. The challenge is for you guys to come find us. So
Good luck.
yeah, we move around a lot, so it's going to be kind of hard to find us, but out of 1,000 people. But y'all are more than welcome to come and try to find us, and we're more than happy to hang out with you guys and all that stuff. Just try to find us. That's the problem. We may sit in one place for a minute, but I doubt we'll be, stationary for long, because there's thousands of cars, and if it does rain at all, there's going to be all of the skids. Well, hopefully not a BMW hitting the wall this time.
Hopefully.
I know you'd like to see that, but it'd be good for views, because that seemed to really help out with 22.
Yeah.
But
People like rags.
yeah,
You
but
guys are sick.
this sucks for the people who do it, and they just
As long as it's not
Wreck
me
the
on
crowd.
demand.
Trying to figure out how much this junk is.
be sure to subscribe to both of these kids. And
Don't tell them
Hayden's-
what they're doing.
even though Hayden has yet to. Well, he's got a couple videos on there now, but they were old.
It's been on there.
Since
Dude.
you were born, Jordan.
Gosh. I remember
Child.
watching back one of the videos you had on there. It's so funny hearing your voice now and then hearing it back then.
It sounds the same, but like 5 octaves deeper, doesn't it?
It sounds way higher pitch.
Yeah, I said it sounds 5 octaves deeper now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the same voice, but like so much deeper.
No, the southern accent's a lot more thick too. There's a lot more there.
Hell yeah, I was living in Rockmore.
Yep. But anyway, guys, be sure to go subscribe to these two kids. You can see Michael's channel name right here. And this is Hayden's Instagram, so if you want to follow Hayden on Instagram, right here as well. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow at Caffeine and Octane. And yeah, be sure to come try to find us. We're more than happy to hang out with you guys. But anyway, catch you guys later.